Students who receive services at Children's Day program have severe behavior problems and a mental health diagnosis. They're referred to us by the school districts, and so they're sent to us to receive help in social skills and to learn how to get along with others in a larger setting.
I work with mostly elementary age students in the Richland School District, and sometimes we have students who need a little more services than we can typically provide in the school setting. Those students typically have needs that are greater in the area of social, behavioral, or mental health and need the services with therapists there in the program throughout the day.
Many of the students that attend day program during the school year do not have access to a camp or resources that they can attend in the summer because they are sent to day program by the school district.
By having this additional funding available to the program, they're able to offer consistent services for those students all throughout the summer so they aren't just sitting at home, not getting to engage with peers and not doing structured activities. So it keeps that happening all throughout the year, hopefully so that they're ready to come back in a better place for school the next year.
The Children's Day program addresses the needs of children suffering from behavioral disorders, mood swings, aggressive and violent behavior, depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. These illnesses are not so uncommon. 1 in 5 children ages 13 to 18 have or will have a serious mental illness. 11% of youth have a mood disorder. 10% of youth have a behavior or conduct disorder. 8% of youth have an anxiety disorder. Because of these issues, 50% of students aged 14 and over with a mental illness drop out of high school.
When I was a 6th grader, I was bullied a lot, and I didn't want to go to school. Like, I begged my mom, please keep me home. You know, it was just a horrible time. Between being bullied, I was a troublemaker. So for a year I was homeschooled, and then she came up with an idea of me going to Children's Day. And I went to Children's Day for 2 years. When I was there, I didn't realize how much they were helping me. And then later on in life, you know, I came to these crossroads. And I went straight back to what they taught me over at Children's Day, and it was amazing. And to this day, I still show up and thank them. Like, I can't thank them enough, because I was going down a road that felt like it was a road of no return. You know, I was hanging out with all the wrong kids. I was getting into trouble, and I was horrible in class. Grades were terrible. I had ADD, ADHD. They had me on a few prescriptions that weren't working, and that was the last resort. Children's Day was the last resort.
Me and wife have a daughter. She is 10 years old now. She would have trouble as far as just being able to just sit still and go through a whole day without lashing out or acting out or using offensive language. She even got to the point where she would hit people, and it got progressively worse as she got older. And I would get a phone call practically every day at my job to come pick her up. And so it got kind of frustrating, because they would ask me and wife, what do we do? And we didn't know what to do, because we were trying to figure out ourselves. We were finally presented with the option of going to the day program in Tri-Cities. But Lourdes luckily accepted her, and as of right now, we've seen great progress. The behavior, her attention span, I think it's just her willingness to learn. We call her seeing her daughter back. She's just naturally happy, likes to talk to anybody. We call her a social butterfly. That's what she was. And now we're seeing that come back to her. I like to tell the donors that make this program happen, 1, thank you as a dad. 2, your support is huge. Without it, we would have known about this program to help our daughter out. And so I'm pretty sure there are other people like us that have issues with their children but don't know where to go. So without your support, we know we wouldn't have success. So I'm pretty sure there are other people that would be in the same boat as we are. Thank you very much. It is greatly appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for your support.